Hey DFV family, I finally gained enough knowledge and experience to really go over what the Apex Gate Pro has to offer, and I'm going to show you guys how I have been utilizing this. Now, first things first, my first issue with trading was I had way too many confluences on my chart. It used to look something like this. Now, don't get me wrong, this works, but why settle for what works when you can do better? RSI said one thing, MACD said another, moving averages said something different. I was spending most of my time trying to interpret indicators than actually reading the market. That's why I started using Apex Gate Pro. Now, what is Apex Gate Pro? Apex Gate Pro shows the trend, the structure, the volume, and the multi-timeframe confirmation, and also the session analysis. Its goal isn't to predict every move. Its goal is to help identify higher quality opportunities. So this indicator is really good with showing the trend and the structure, the volume, and the multi-time frame confirmation and session analysis. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Pippin USDT.P as an example here. And as you see, we're going to scroll over we're going to start from the daily. We're going to do the top-down analysis. And as you see, the trend has disappeared and it's stating for us to wait, which makes total sense due to the session we're in as well. And we're going to go over what the TPASF is. So this is your tide, pulse, anchor, slope, and flow. So the tide is basically going to show you a bigger picture if it's bullish or bearish. And the pulse is the super trend. The anchor is the price versus the VWAP and also an ATR. And the slope is basically the EMA of how it's stacked to see if it's rising or falling. And the flow is also determined by the break of structure events. From this chart on the 4-hour, the flow, the break of structure, is on the downside. We see that it hasn't been breaking structure lately, so it's in the negative, it's on the downside, which is a red flag, so that's great that it's red. But we do see that the volume is still pretty high. It's on a surge notification for us for the volume, and that's pretty high. But we do notice that the T and the S, they don't have any indication at the moment. What that means is it's remaining neutral. There isn't no indication for an upside or a downside at the moment on this 4-hour chart. And also from the weekly and the daily perspective, it's remaining neutral. It's not stating for an upside or a downside just yet. And so that's why it's performing for us to wait within the market from a daily perspective. So let's go to the 4-hour. And as you see in the 4 hours, there's now a break of structure events that are making sense to the algorithm. And we see that the T and the S are still in a neutral state of mind. And now we see the daily has switched over to the downside, but we don't have any indication for the weekly yet, so it's going to remain neutral. But looking at the chart, learning how to read the chart is showing that it's in a bull stance. So when we keep on going further within our analysis here, we see that things start to change just a little bit within these hours. Let's go to the 2-hour. And you see how that changes? That helps out with creating an overall analysis of what's going on in the market. So let's analyze just a little bit further. As we go further into the lower time frames, we see that we have a power, trend, and score that has been generated. And so the power is basically going to show how confirmed the direction is, and the trend level is going to show if it's high or low. And so when it's high, it means that the trending is expanding, and if it's low, that means that it's choppy or not really going anywhere. And the score is basically the overall confluence percentage across all the 5 checks. So this total score right here, it's going to measure out anything in the T, P, A, S, and F. And then this will predict a verdict. And so as you see, we're in a wait status. One of the main reasons why I love this Apex Gate Pro is because I like to look at the total 2s and the total 3s to see where the market is before I enter into a trade. And as you see, it's so easy to make your top-down analysis with this. And so you don't have to really study too hard on this. It will definitely just spit out the results for you. So I can go from this daily down to the 4-hour. I know that there's a wait status for this. And I know there's a wait size for the 3 hour, the 2 hour, and the 1 hour. So that means that the market really isn't going in any direction at the moment. So it's fair game for the Bitcoin and also the altcoins at the moment. But as you see, as we got into the lower time frame, we see that there's some picking up going on here. So we need to see what's going on with the market on the 30-minute. And if we expand this out a little bit, we do see that there are bearish indication going on for the tide. And that's basically the overall look of the EMA alignment. And that the pulse direction is remaining neutral. The anchor of it is basically on the positive side and it's above. So that's triggering for the long, the bull. And the slope is also rising with the EMAs that are preset here. And the flow and the overall like breakup structure events is on the uprise as well. So as you see, when things are rising on the total 2, that means that there's more power being placed into the altcoin. So let's scroll down to the 15. And as you see, this started probably like 30 minutes ago, because now as we scroll down further and further, we're getting more of an indication of a long potential. So that means that there's going to be more market play to the altcoins at the moment. And another thing that I love about this Apex Gate Pro is that it can literally work in the 1 minute as well. So this is for all the scalpers out here. And sometimes it's kind of tricky because the 1 minute will definitely indicate a particular side, and it helps you get out sometimes too. So let's say, just like what happened here, everything was hitting for a downside. When you start seeing that weight, you might want to start getting out, because now there's no more downside to this anymore. There's some upside going on over here. So it's like, you want to be careful here. So let's do a top-down analysis on this one since it's staying for long. Let's see what's been happening. So from a daily perspective, from an overall daily, it's heading for a long. As we go into the 4 hour, we see that it kind of got a little choppy here. Some downside that occurred, but it might start picking up because I see that there's an overall direction going to the upside. And as you see, it might start picking up here because I see that there's an overall direction up to the upside, but we'll confirm that. 3 hour now is starting to switch over to a bull status. And so let's analyze this from what we know so far. We see that the daily is neutral for the direction, and the pulse and the anchor and the flow are hitting for the upside for a bull status. But the power of it, the direction, is pretty full. It's at 96%. The trend is at 18%, so that means that it's pretty dang on choppy. And also the overall confluence is at 90%. This is kind of a risky play right here because I see that the volume has decreased by 0.38. So there really isn't any volume here. So you'll definitely be getting in here at your own risk. And as you see from the candles here, they have to be a little bit better than that for someone to have a really good confirmed type of entry. As you keep on going to the lower time frames, it should be getting a little bit better for us. I see that now the 4 hour gate for the upside bull status is unlocked to the upside, so that's great. As you see here, the 4 hour is on a bull status, and so that's great. The daily is still neutral, which is understandable because we haven't went through a full day's status of a bull status just yet. And so the confirmation is just getting a little bit more clear for us. And it's maintaining it through the 30-minute to the 15-minute and also the 5-minute. But as you see, the trend is starting to go down just a tad bit. So that means that the trending or the expansion of it is actually pretty low and choppy at the moment. So this will be something that you can take at your own risk. Another good thing about the Apex Gate Pro is that it provides plays for you. So for instance, I'm looking at Ethereum dominance right now at the moment. And as you see, if we were to enter into this as a trade or so, we see that there's an entry level right here. There's an entry line right here, and it's white. And you'll be able to take profit here and here. But as you see, this is just Ethereum dominance, but this is what produces after a long time of something moving in the same direction, and it spits out an awesome play for you of what should be predicted in the market. So once again, this is the entry line right here, the white solid line, and also your stop loss should be set right here, and your TP1 is right here and TP2. So with this prediction, we see that Ethereum should be predicted to go down here pretty soon within the day. And since we know that, we can now focus more onto the other coins to go up. So coins like Altcoin or even Bitcoin, anything of that nature, we'll have to do more confluence and more research to confirm that. But we do know we have at least one of the directions figured out so far. Now, another awesome thing about this Apex Gate Pro is it is customizable. So I did have all the other features turned off, but I just wanted to turn them on so that you can see what you are working with. You see we have the EMAs to show you for confirmation of how they are moving within the market. But I turned those off because I don't need them anymore, because it adds extra noise to the market now to the point where I don't need it. So I usually just have it turned off, but it is an option for you to keep it on or keep it off, because now the tide that can tell the EMA alignment and showing if it's bullish or bearish. So lastly, the only thing I like to say is this indicator is good for crypto traders, future traders, stock traders, or any traders that want any type of structure. And also the Apex Gate Pro isn't the only thing that we have to offer. We also have the Quant Kitty algo that spits out calls for us to watch or monitor to see where the market is going and to be ahead of time so that you can get to entries early. And also we have the free Cease Prime indicator, which isn't as detailed as this, but it can definitely help you along the way. In our premium group, we have 18 plus hours of academy. We also have blog articles. We have a great community of traders who are serious about taking trading to the next level. We also have partner exchange benefits and also an affiliate program. I do want to mention the biggest lesson that I've learned in trading isn't about finding the perfect indicator. It's actually about learning how to make better decisions within the market. And so this tool helps me with that. This tool helps me simplify the decision-making process and focus on higher quality opportunities. And also it cuts down my time frame of searching of where things are going and what happened within the last hour to the 30-minute and such like that. It's just an easier process for me now. Thank you for watching, and I hope that the video of the Apex Gate Pro brought you clarity of what it's here for and how to utilize it.